Hey YouTube, so today we're going to be talking about the Microsoft Band. I've had mine since the very moment of release. I want to say I got it maybe an hour after it was released, and on the same note, an hour after I learned what it was. I don't know about you guys, but I'm pretty sure the date was announced was also the day that it was released. There was no marketing whatsoever. It was just kind of on the fly. Here's a product, guys. What do you think? It's 200 bucks. Now, I guess I'm a Microsoft fanboy. I have nothing against Sony, got nothing against Nintendo. I just really like Microsoft products. I've liked them historically and have never had a problem with them. So I drove to the store during lunch and bought my Microsoft Band from the Microsoft store. It's been about 2 months since I've had it, and it's an amazing product. I've never owned anything like it before in the past, so I can't really give you a comparison saying that this is better than the Fitbit or the new Garmin. What I can say is that the advertised 48 hours is very true. I get about 2 days out of it. I always forget to charge it on the second day, so typically what I do now is I actually, when I'm taking a shower in the morning time, I take it off my wrist, charge it up while I'm in the shower, and then once I'm ready to go for the day, I grab it on the way out the door. I haven't had a problem since then remembering to charge it, so that's kind of what I do. Now, this is a complex product to actually do a review for because there's really two parts to it. You have the Microsoft Health app, which is a new application that came out on the day that the Microsoft Band was released, and I'm going to go into showing you some pictures here in a second. And while those pictures are going, I'm going to tell you about what we're looking at in the application and how it relates to the actual Microsoft Band.
So this first thing we're going to look at is the steps. Pretty straightforward. It'll keep track of your steps every day. You can look back historically and look at your heart rate. And you can also look at your week breakdown to see how you're doing compared to last week. So this is your calories. The calories, I think, is the funnest part of this whole thing. So you can look at how many calories you burn each day based on your heart rate and all that stuff. Sleep is very interesting as well. So you got the red, which is when you're awake, light blue, which is when you're light sleeping, and dark blue, which is heavy sleeping, and also compare it to your heart rate throughout the night. If you scroll down a little bit, you can actually see some very deep details about how you slept, how long it took you to fall asleep, and your calories burned while you were sleeping. So this is your actual runs or walks that you do, and it helps you record your actual paths that you've taken. Shows in different colors how fast your pace was. And you can see your calories burned, broken down into fat, carbs, pace, how long it's going to take you to recover. So this next part's blurred out because it's got some personal information that I didn't realize, but this is where you're able to set your preferences and your height, weight, all that kind of stuff. Next thing is connected apps. So I blurred out the top right. You're going to use your normal Microsoft credentials to log in. And once you do that, you're able to connect to Runkeeper and MyFitnessPal. I use MyFitnessPal. It works really well. Here it shows you your about screen, which shows you your version that you're on. And then now we're taking a look at the personalization aspect. So you're able to do very basic personalization, change the color, change the pattern on the background. It's very hard to see the pattern in these pictures. Because they're very detailed, and my camera was kind of zoomed in a little too far. But you can see the sync and how long it kind of takes to actually update your device from your cell phone using Bluetooth. So you can see it changed. It takes maybe about 10 seconds. And from there, there's so many things you can do. Next, we're going to show you the My Microsoft Band. It's going to show you details about it, and you can desync it from there and change the name for the Bluetooth radio that's on it, and then managing your tiles. So you're able to add a lot of different applications to this thing. I use the more basic ones: Cortana, calls, calendar, run. Exercise is pretty interesting. It just you turn it on when you're about to work out and tells you how many calories you burned. Facebook Messenger, and Twitter. I'm a Twitter guy, as you guys all know.
So now you've seen the actual band, and you've seen the application Microsoft Health that you use for your phone. One thing to note is that application is actually available on iOS, Android, and on Microsoft phones. So you're not limited by what device you use for your phone, which is very nice, man. They're actually the first ones to publish it on all three out of any of the I guess I really don't even know what to call this thing. It's not a health band, and it's not a watch. I guess a smart watch. It's really kind of in between there. It's not a it's not trying to be classy, and it's not trying to just be a health band. It's trying to be so much more. It's trying to add to kind of that whole Microsoft experience, what they're calling the One experience. And I highly recommend this device. There also is rumor that it's going to be used for the Microsoft Xbox fitness applications to kind of do some more detailed tracking of how you're doing on your exercises, and that I'm hoping that eventually they work in some kind of calorie tracking app. And I've seen a lot of rumor on the internet about maybe there being a calorie tracking app in the future. I mean, it does so much for tracking how many calories you burn, but there's not even a button to press to, or there needs to be a very simple application, maybe 4 digits that says, and then you hit add, or maybe the action button, and it adds those calories. And if they add that, if they add calorie tracking built in that would automatically sync with your MyFitnessPal, I would give this band a 10 out of 10. But right now, as it is today, I would say maybe an 8 out of 10. I would still purchase it. Obviously, I did. Now, one thing to talk about that's very important about this is that there's 3 different sizes of the band. There's small, medium, large. Now, I went with a medium. But when I was using their online sizing tool, I almost ordered a large, because you just kind of print it off and you set your hand down on the side of it and you look at this little chart and it says, if you're here you need a medium, if you're here you need a smaller, if you're out here you need a large. Now, using that thing, it said large, but I actually went to the store and purchased it instead of online, because online sold out like that. So I went to the store, tried on the large, I was like, no, that's way too loose, all the way tight. Ended up with a medium, so keep that in mind. I would definitely go to the store and purchase it if you have that capability. Go to a Microsoft store. I don't know if they're selling them anywhere else yet, but go to a store and buy it there. That way you can get it sized, you can try it on, see if you like it. Another thing to note is that when you first get it, it's going to be a little bit stiffer. This rubber is very thick, and it took me a while to get used to it, only because at first it was very, very stiff rubber, but now it's very loose. I'm able to move my wrist very freely. It's really honestly never ever in the way. So I highly recommend this device. If you have any questions, please comment below. Make sure you follow my channel. That way you can see my future updates. I'm always putting out reviews for technology. I'm a huge technology junkie, so go ahead and give me a follow. Any questions about the band or any other device that I've reviewed, just throw a question in there and I'll answer your questions. Thanks for stopping by.